unboxing video. Guys, today we have a treat. This is something that I'm looking forward to doing and unboxing today. It's going to be multi-layered, and it's going to be a series on this box, what's in this box, and then what's going to be in this video. So guys, go get your favorite coffee or your favorite beverage, and you guys know what to do. Meet me on the other side. Before I go though, this has been a raid, and it's like a treasure hunt that I can't forget, that Hipshot and I put together. So now guys, get your coffee or your favorite beverage and meet me on the other side. Okay guys, so let's get to the unboxing. Kind of bear with me, I got my tripod, but it may not be too good. Move this stuff out of the way, and let's keep Hipshot over here. Let's put him in the back. Still see him, I believe. Yeah, he's back in the background. So yeah, guys, this box right here. Let me start by saying, you know how you start out doing something and that something becomes something else? Well, that's what we're looking at here with this particular box, guys. It has morphed into something different than what it initially was. I've got a lot of explaining to do with this. So there is a gun in this box, guys, and I'll just feature the gun, but it's not what the gun is about. It's about what else is in this box. So guys, I got this box. This box came from evic.com, and I had decided that I hadn't done any airsoft related type content in a while, and so I kind of went on a hunt for airsoft. So the result of that was this. I'm gonna flip it around and see if I can't see what it is. So I'm not gonna open it, guys. This is another unboxing. This is different. So what you see is a classic Army. This is Total Performance, and there's an Airsoft AEG in here. So the AEG is basically an M4 variant, and I'll talk to you about why that is and what it is. So that's not what this unboxing is about, even though this is an unboxing video of sorts. So I'm not even going to go over the contents of what else they put in the box, but I will tell you this. This, guys, is part of what's going to be part of the series that is going to be, I'm very excited about, and I'm going to reveal that in a few minutes. But this is what this video is really about, guys. This right here, guys. You know what those are, guys? Yeah. No, these are not your standard .177 BBs, guys. These are 6mm steel BBs made for airsoft guns, but they're not made for shooting at each other. These are target BBs. So this is what started everything for me. And the content of this box, where I did purchase this gun, but the gun morphed into something else. So guys, here I go. Look at Hipshot, because it's like, yeah, look at his face. That's the way he's feeling. That's how I'm talking. So we'll get back to you in just a minute. Let me clear the stuff off the table and reset up. I'm back. So recently, guys, I did a couple of short videos for my channel. It was first one was entitled Airguns versus Airsoft, Same or Different. And second one, guys, I entitled Airguns versus Airsoft, different or same. So, guys, what got this kicked off was I was gonna go on a raid. I wanted to purchase me an airsoft gun, AEG. I had a specific style in mind because I was trying to match something similar to what I already have. And that's gonna be in a video coming up soon. But when I went looking, you know, I had a price point that I was looking at. So I had $200 to spend. So if anybody knows about airsoft, a $200 amount is not really a big amount for buying airsoft type guns if you're using them for airsoft. It's what you call a starter gun or a beginner gun. But there are some gems in that category that fit and tick different boxes, and you can find a good gun if you look hard and if you know what you're looking for. So I did find that gun, but as I was finding that gun, I came across these, and so I started looking at these. I was like, well, why are these on the Airsoft channel? And, you know, because then I wondered if they were like hollow, you know, because these are 6.6 millimeter BBs, and they're a large BB, and I'll present those in a little short while. And guys, forgive me, I'm kind of nasally. I got a summer cold, so those are the worst kind of colds that you can get. So, and it's really impairing my speech right now. So please bear with me. So with that, guys, I saw those and I was like, okay, my channel is about air guns. I'm an air gun collector, primarily, guys. But I collect all kinds of air guns, and I collect airsoft, which I recently started, well, not recently, last couple of years, started doing because they kind of intrigued me. And so the reason why they intrigued me was because they, it's like a total sport where you can get out and practice drills and do all kinds of things fun related to airsoft. But I'm an older guy, so I'm a collector. So, you know, I wouldn't be on a field or anything, but I was interested in the guns. So I started collecting. I have videos on some of the ones I've collected, and I'm gonna do some extensive videos, and this is gonna be one of those extensive, this is a video series, guys, because what I came across when I came across these kind of blew my mind a little bit personally. So this is these are BBs. They're called Matrix 0.990 gram steel 6 millimeter target BBs, and it's not for gaming use. So so it's the features are aluminum alloy construction, 14 millimeter negative threaded. I'm sorry. I've got the wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I got the wrong description. Let me come back. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I'm back. So the features are: they're steel alloy. They are not for use with plastic air nozzles. Only used with metal air nozzles. And I'll try to remember to show you guys that. It's a ball bearing quality, roundness and smoothness, and they're highly polished, and they're heavy, guys. So I'm going to compare them. So the weight is 0.30 grams. The diameter is 5.95, and it's 0.01 millimeter diameter. And it's 1,000. These are 1,000 round bag right here. So anyway, I saw those, and I was just, because when I go and I do my raids, guys, I'm just looking at everything. Anything that interests me and catches my eye, I'm gonna look at. Doesn't mean I'm gonna buy them, but I'm gonna look at. But when I saw those, I was like, oh man, you know what? Those are like my BBs. These are still BBs, .177s, and That's for air guns, BB air guns. So this is for airsoft, and this is for air guns. So over here in the corner, I have airsoft BBs. Those .25s, I think, are the highest ones that I have. I think they go .30 grams. But for the comparison of what we're doing today, that is what we have. So anyway, I got to thinking, and I started looking for a gun. I said, I need a gun that'll shoot these. But like I told you, I had a $200 range. And sometimes Evic.com runs specials on guns and stuff, and you can go over there and look, guys. And sometimes, you know, like I say, I look at guns that are in $200 ranges. In this particular case, excuse me. But if it's a $200 value, guys, and it's marked down, it's still considered a $200 value gun. So I said, okay, well, I could deal with that fudge a little bit because I still want to stay around 200. The total cost to me was like $204. Guys, take advantage of Evic's coupons. If you go look for them, you can find them, and you can get something off usually. Whether it's off guns or different things, you know, some things are not, you can't use. So if it's map protected, you can forget about it. And if it's on sale, you can forget about it. You can use all the coupons you want to. They're just not going to work. But except for one thing, if it doesn't have any of that where it says map protected on any item, including these, I got these for less. That's how you do your hunting. So and go do a raid on what you want. So that's what I was doing. So I already showed you that I purchased a Classic Army. But when I purchased it, I came across something else, guys, that was interesting to me. And I was like, okay, so I started watching videos on this, guys, and I'm gonna show it to you. And we're gonna just mention its name because this is what we got. But this right here, guys, this is the Barra Airguns 400E. I hope you can see that. It's a full metal automatic AEG for .177. It is the first and only airsoft related air gun that the industry has produced, as far as I know. And so I looked at that and I watched a lot of channels on it and a lot of reviews telling me about it and how it was, and guys are really high on it, and it was really a good thing because I love BB guns, guys. I love airsoft and I love air guns, and I'm just a collector and a big kid at heart. So, but when I pressed on it and I went to go check it out to see the cost on the gun, guys, it was over the limit that I had, and I was like, oh wow, okay, well, not really what I can do. So once I saw these and I thought about that, I was like, okay, let's look at what some of the specifications are for this this particular air gun. And so the air gun had specification. Its caliber is .177. It's a power plant of AEG, and it has select fire action. Its loudness is level 3. Its muzzle energy is 2 FPE. The maximum velocity on this is 410 FPS. And it has a 50 count shot capacity. So yeah, and so those were the things, that was the criteria, guys. The criteria became FPS and AEG and full metal. So that was the thing. So I had already ordered these items with the other gun I had in the box, but I realized that it wasn't full metal, and I realized also that it wasn't the FPS was lower than what I was looking for. And so I had with that in mind, and with this particular gun in mind, I said, you know what? Let me see if I can put something together that's similar, since I have these, and let's see what I can do. So I kind of started getting excited about it, guys. So I I was like, but you know, I know it didn't. That gun wasn't gonna be what I needed. So, guys, you know, if you collect guns, you have other guns. So I had guns in my arsenal, and I was trying to figure out, you know, what gun fits that bill. You know, which gun is gonna fit that bill to make this build, or not even a build, but a put together. Okay, for me. So that, guys, is this gun here. This guy is the CYMA Sport SR16 E3 full metal lipo ready high performance competition airsoft AEG. So that, guys, I have. So I was like, okay, and I haven't shot it before. That was a good thing. I have a couple of airsoft guns that I haven't shot. Both I'm going to present today. But I happen to have had quite a few of the AEG rifles, but the AEG rifles that I had were under power based on the specifications. That was the criteria for putting this together. So with that, the specifications on this particular gun is it's an aluminum alloy upper and lower receiver. It's aluminum free float rail handguard with integrated flip-up front sights. It's ambidextrous magazine and bolt release. It's adjustable crane style stock. It's a QD sling points. It's a Banff laser engraved markings, and it's 8mm version 2 gearbox. So the gearbox was the other criteria, guys. I don't know enough about airsoft, but I know a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Same thing with air guns. And I had some concerns because I don't know what the gearbox is in the Barra 400E, and I couldn't find anything, or I just didn't see it or overlooked it. So I was trying to see, well, there's probably a reason for that, because everybody who described this gun in their videos, and I watched them, was talking about, hey, you know what, this gun is high quality, and it was very sleek, and you can look at it. It looks really nice. Materials on it, they say is really good, not cheap, very nice. And I was like, you know, but I know airsoft a little bit because I've been collecting some airsoft. I know that they have airsoft guns that are higher quality, that are capable of a lot of good things. But you know, they range in the same amount that the Barra would be, and then above. And so I couldn't afford that, guys. So I started looking, and I said, okay, well, I think I meet the criteria with this here specific gun. So the main thing was, it said it was the FPS is 430. So that's 20 higher than the one that the Barra has. But I don't know what that Barra is running. It could be special. It could be something that I don't know, you know, what's in it. So I can't match that. And this is not really a video about that gun, but it is a video that, you know, how you open up a can of worms, guys, and things just pop in your head. You know, what can I do? What is this going to be? What is it? You know? And so that's how that came about. So now, pushing it on, I got a little more excited, guys, because I got to talking with one of you. Hopefully he's a subscriber, but we had a conversation back and forth. He knows who he is, and I'll let him know this video is coming. But we were making comments on another gun that I purchased that is an air gun, but it's another purchase I got from AEG, but it's an air gun. It's not an airsoft gun. And so it's this particular gun. So guys, hold on. This particular gun, guys, is the, I don't know if you can see it, is the Big Bang Airguns M4 Carbine with M-Lock handguard, CO2 gas air rifle, .177 caliber air gun. And so this was one that the guy that I was talking to, he was planning on purchasing. He wanted to know a few things about it and some stuff because he had some plans on using it, guys, more in a training for him. So I guess he owns ARs and I guess M4s and that type of things, and he just wanted something that he could get some trigger time, but he wanted some specific things. So he wanted M-lock guard. He wanted an M-lock guard handrail, and this one is it's a very nice put together gun, guys. It looked the part for what I think it looks the part more for what he was thinking about doing, and he was thinking about changing out some things, because some of these guns you can change out stuff. So I start talking about other particular guns, guys. You know, first off, because I didn't know what he was looking for, and everybody's not in the same range as you are financially, guys, so they can afford some of the things you may not be able to afford. So he was saying, you know, financially that was not a problem. So, and I understood that, and you know, that kind of put us in a different category now. But because this particular air gun, all my air guns I get deals on. I'm not gonna run through the numbers right now, trying to get through this video. And it's probably going to be a longer one than we want it to be. But maybe I'll piece it and we'll do part 1 and part 2. But it's going to be an ongoing series, guys. So anyway, that particular gun he kept coming back to, and then we started extending it. And we started talking about what it was going to be for, and what we needed, and what he needed, and what he was planning on doing with it. And so, you know, some of these ARs in Airsoft are, and even I believe in air guns. So my particular ones I'm talking about, guys, is the SBR, the Crosman. I can't think of it offhand right now. I have one. I'm getting ready to put it in there. The single barrel. The SBR fully automatic Crosman SBR BB gun. So that's an M4 too. So that one you can break apart, you can break down, you can clean it, you can do other things with it. And I do believe you may be able to change out some of the parts, but I don't know. I've seen people modify a lot of different things. So let's go from there to back to the Airsoft. So with Airsoft, guys, one of the things that, excuse me, and then also, I'm gonna get past him. This gun, that the Big Bang, has more of a realistic look, and so frankly so does the Barra 400E to me. And so like I said, the only criteria is metal, and that's the Big Bang is a metal air gun as well. So that sparked other things, you know. And he's still talking about and I'm assuming that he's not from the United States, because in other countries, guys, some of the guns you're not able to use. There's restrictions, but I think you can use air guns for self-defense. So he talked about air guns for self-defense, guys, but he's talking about using the Big Bang as a possibility of that. And I thought, as a .177 BB, guys, I'm gonna do a showing of these, but I'm just looking at them between the two. This is a heavy BB. It's a bit heavier than this one. And I don't think it might be a little lighter weight, but hey, you know, I'm not sure. But it's even at 6 millimeters, and I don't know what these are, the 177s, they're smaller. So anyway, you know, I was thinking with the I thought maybe it was just for entertainment fun, you know how we enjoy just shooting the air guns. And I know he enjoys the air guns, but that wasn't what he was looking for. So, but I was thinking, you know, even with that, even if you're using it for, if you're using it, you know, for home defense or self-defense, still the Big Bang is only a single shot air rifle. So, but the DPMSs and the AEG Barra 400E, they have a full auto switch. So, you know, there's been debates. I'm not here to debate Airsoft against air guns versus air guns. I'm not trying to mislead you either, guys, because that's the ongoing situation. And the other thing was, he didn't want to. He wanted something that had CO2 and blowback capabilities, and you want to get that simulated feel of the firearm and this and that and the other. And you got some of those with your airsoft, but I didn't want to buy an airsoft blowback rifle. I had one in my my basket, guys, but it fit the criteria for the pricing. But the thing about it, it did run off of CO2, but it didn't fit what my category right now. And it is one that I will buy eventually, but that's a story for another day. So because of those criteria, guys, we talked about those kind of guns. We talked about some of the T4E offerings that, who has that? Umarex has the T4E, and they have an air rifle, guys, that fits that bill. It's training for engagement type, and it's also it's a I'm sorry, guys, my train of thought is it's a paintball marker is what it is, but they use it for self-defense as well, at least in some of these countries, because they can't afford, or not afford, they're restricted and they can't use firearms. So I said, okay, well, that's one of those things. So I was telling him, kind of wait to see what you think about this one, if it works, guys. We're going to see. I'm going to go and put them in, and we're going to test them out, and we're going to see what they do. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to be back, and I'm going to show you what we're talking about physically, and then we'll go out to the range. Okay, guys, so I've got the rifles out. What you're going to see is a series of breaks and pauses through this video, guys, because I'm really kind of winging it and trying to go about it. So anyway, finish up my conversation. So with commenter, he had criteria. And so, I'm trying to figure out what's the criteria for this in terms of trying to utilize an AEG airsoft gun as a air gun. So these were my solutions. So I presented, this is the DPMS SBR. This is the FDE version, and it's a BB gun. So it shoots steel BBs, and it comes with the speed loader. So I'm going to talk about the speed loaders, guys. So this is a BB loader, and I see that there's one in the chamber here. I guess they put one in and let you know that it functions. If you look at that, you see that hole is very small. So this is 0.177. So now this one, guys, if you can see that one, let me slide off the guide. Okay, so with the guide off, you can see that's larger. So that's a 6mm. That's the size of a 6mm. And so reason why I'm going over these, guys, is because I watched a video on Barra where one of the Airgunners was going over it, and he was sending his back because he was frustrated. And I kept seeing a lot of frustrated Airgunners who were using these speed loaders for the Barra for 100E, but they were having some complaints about them, and they were thinking, hoping that they would fix it. But I'm an air gunner, guys, and so I started moving into airsoft collecting. I think airsoft now comprises probably 20% of my collection as it stands, and it's included AEGs, CO2 pistols, and a bunch of other things that I've been presenting. But you know, these are frustrating. Yeah, even sometimes with the airsoft. So there's tricks, guys. There's things that you can do with these. You got to kind of rattle them and shake them to feed the BBs. Some people put a little oil in them, from like pel gun type oil or synthetic type oil in the BBs, and to kind of help them not stick so much or whatnot. I don't know how they affect the feeding, so I don't do that. But yeah, so the gun in question now, guys, this becomes my not so Barra. And I'm going to show you why, because it ticked the criteria boxes. It's full metal. It has a full metal magazine. It's 430 FPS plain break, guys. I'm not sure. I'll try to chrono it, I think, if I can, while I'm shooting today, and we'll see. And then I don't know, guys. Like, I took a chance on buying these 0.6 millimeter BBs, and I read a couple of reviews on them, and people are like, they're fine, you know, but they're also dangerous. So you can't shoot them as airsoft. Don't do that, guys. I'm warning you. You know, you're gonna have a lawsuit if you do. But I will say this right here: with the size of these BBs and the things we talked about, he said self-defense, home defense. That might be a viable option. Some of the comments I read was like, man, you can get shot with these, you know, and then some of the other comments, and don't do that, guys. Don't shoot anybody with these guns. You know, I think, you know, if it's legal based on what your country is or whatever, then you might be fine. But I believe that you can do some damage with these, especially this gun here has an auto switch. So I don't know, you know, and the types of air guns that they're using for home defense, guys, are paintball markers, but they have a larger projectile, but they come in different variants too. So still, they can do some damage. So I don't know, you know, guys, but that's not what my video is about. My video is about, can I use an AEG like an air gun with steel BBs? And we're going to find that out. So when I looked around, I said, okay, well, do I have other? I do have other airsoft AEG rifles. So we're looking at an AK-47 Kalishnikov. And this one here kind of ticks the box, guys. It's, for the most part, it's metal. And it has plastic, you know, features as far as the magazines and stuff. So let me pause and come right back. Okay, guys, so, you know, when I did my little research and I started desiring to use the AEG as an air gun instead of an airsoft gun, I was just reading comments to kind of get things to go over. And so I thought this one here, the AK-47, it has a 430 FPS rating. But and it fits some of the full metal category, but I decided I'm not going to use that one, and there's a primary reason. So I'm going to show you the reason if I can. So you see that, guys? That's the feed nozzle, guys. That is. Let me see if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the feed nozzle for the BBs in the magazines. And so they were saying, if you're going to shoot the types of steel 0.6 millimeter steel BBs, you need to have a nozzle and a barrel that's all metal. So I'm not going to take these apart, but that does not fit the criteria. If you look down here in this one, in the DPMS, this is my comparison. You can't see down there, but right down in here where my finger is, guys, is the feed area, and that's got some plastic parts. And then, you know, the magazine is metal, so that's what causes you to be able to shoot with the BBs and don't have as many issues, problems. So now, this one barked and it met the criteria. Because now look down here, guys. You see? So that is all metal, and that's metal feeding into the barrel. And so, yeah, this is my closest gun. So if I had to take a chance on the guns, guys, and I am, this is the gun that I'm going to use. So it just happened to fit my bill. So guys, this gun right here, I'm just telling you, if you ever get into collecting air guns, I'm not promoting e-bike. E-bike doesn't pay me, or Epic doesn't pay me to promote them. And I don't want to do any disservice for them. I don't want to do any disservice for Barra or any of the companies that these guns are made from. So if you do, then you'll know that sometimes Epic has deals, guys. So this gun here, I got in one of those $99 mystery boxes. It was brand new. So they sent it, and I paid $99 for this gun. This gun, I don't know if they currently offers it, but I've seen prices on this gun. Like the gun, when I got it, it was $200, worth $200. And so that was a good value, guys. And I think I've seen the price where they're now like $230 for this particular model or something similar to it. So that was it. So I'm in the $200 range. The Barra is double. So I had a little technical difficulties, guys. So I was saying, yeah, the Barra 400E is definitely one that I have on my list. Eventually, I hope to get it or something similar to it, just to see, you know, what the hoopla and all the fanfare is about. But it prompted me to come up with my non-version of that to see if it would work. So that's what this is going to be. So give me a minute. I'm going to switch over. Oh, I do want to highlight a couple things. So they were talking about the Barra didn't come with LiPo chargers and it didn't come with LiPo battery and anything like that. So I mean, that's not a problem, guys. If you're going to buy AEGs, you're going to have to get those things anyway. So what you're going to be looking for is the exact battery that's supposed to go with the gun. So this gun here says that it uses a 7.4 volt LiPo, and that's what this one is. And we're going to use that in this gun. It also will use it in this gun. And so this is a balance charger, guys. Go get you one. But I'm going to advise you something, guys. This is good because this is the type of charger you need for these types of batteries. These batteries, guys, are combustible, very dangerous. You have to take care of them. You have to store them correctly. You have to, you can't charge them and leave them stored. This one here, you need to get you a bag like that. That's a LiPo bag. It's supposed to be flame resistant to put these things in. And they ask you to keep them separate. So I just ordered some, guys. The other thing is, I don't know, I didn't pay much for this battery charger. I want to say maybe 30, 40 bucks. I'm not sure. So I'm not producing the brand or anything. But I'm going to say this about LiPo battery chargers. You know, guys, go double on the amount that you spend, even triple if you can, because there's going to be differences. I've got one, guys, that I have. It's coming, and the thing about it is, it does some of the things that that one does not do, and so you got to be able to put this on the batteries on a storage voltage that it will survive and won't catch fire. So that's one of my main concerns with this. I never used this one yet. And I've used some other types of batteries, but they're not on this table. But so there, that's what I wanted you to know. So I'll be right back, and we'll look at what the product that we're looking at and going to be using. So guys, this is a product that I picked up. I was gonna use it on another gun, but I think I like it better on this one. I looked at the foregrip on my AK-47 and I was like, you know what, let's put this one on that one. So let's put it together, guys. That's what came in the box and the BBs with the other gun. So this is what this was for. So guys, this is the AEG mock silencer. You can find these on Airsoft stores and online. Got this one from eBay. Very reasonable price. So guys, now you're looking at my not so Barra 400E electric airgun rifle. That's what we're gonna call it. So, you know, one of the things, guys, I think Barra is on track of is something different. So, you know, I'm sure other companies are going to take from their cue and begin to produce like this. This one is from CYMA. It's from CYMA Sport SR16E3. It's a full metal rifle. So, you know, I like full metal rifles. That's one of the reasons why I started collecting Airsoft, and they have them. So, and they have a feel to them that's more realistic. Sometimes they have a look to them that's more realistic. I know that they got to know this. And I think Barra, you know, hats off to you. You guys introduced something different, and, you know, it got my mind thinking, hey, you know, why not? So I don't know if this is going to work, guys, but we're going to test it. And next time you see it, minus a few shots here and there, it's going to be on the range.